Greetings, Minecrafters. Nonsanity here, and welcome to another episode of All the Mods 9 to the Sky. Not that we can see it, because we're still in the hyperbox where we left off last time. In fact, I barely took a breath between ending and starting the next one, because I'm on a roll, and we have more to do. So now we're going to be doing these next machines, and there is like 2.5 things going on here. Let me clean up my inventory a little bit. Oh, no, you don't go there. You go there, and you go there, and you go there, and you can go there. And then that and that. Oh, not the wand. Give me back my wand. I will need that. But you can go there. All right. So, I've got 2 chests here. That one's decorative. This one is functional. So let's get the functional one. And we'll set it up in this spot. So now that we've got the bird bath automator, the petal apothecary, so we can make the various flowers. And we've got living wood and living stone being generated. And in fact, while we're working, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off so it's not making so much noise. Inside this hyperbox, it sort of sounds like fireworks. Boom, boom, boom. But in the distance with that sort of echo as it's bouncing off buildings. Which is funny because it's still July the 4th as I record this. So I'm hearing the real sound outside. What we're going to do is the runic altar. Now, just like the petal apothecary, the bird bath, I'm going to have a click machine sitting under it with a wand of the forest set to 1 second. And it will sit on top of that. That way, when it's ready to do the craft, when it's got all the ingredients and it's got all the mana beamed into it and it's ready to go, that thing will click it with a wand and it will generate its output. So that part is now automated. But we need to get things into it. And again, you can't pipe it, just like the bird bath over there. So we are again going to use integrated dynamics. I'm going to take this up 1 extra block. And it's going to get a shower head to drop items. And I think because it is lower than a block, I probably should place this down there. Yeah, you can see it sticks up a little bit. So anything sitting on top of this will be in the lower block space. So it should be down there. I don't think I need an upper one because there's no edge to it like there is on the bird bath lip. All right, and then its output. It's going to be down below. So let's bring this pipe down a bit more. Let's see, I'm going to have a pipe going up there. So I will place this here. So this is the pattern provider that is going to provide the ingredients. It's going to be on channel 0. And that is going to be on channel 0, but this is going to be on channel... No, it could be on channel... It could be on the same channel, because it'll output back into the pattern provider. Yeah, that's fine. So the ingredients will come out and they'll get dropped here, and that'll suck them up and send them right back where they came from. And then, but we need to set up a demagnetizer underneath. So I don't pick up what it drops. I've got some extra parts, so I'm wondering if there's something else I need to do. I think I did it differently before, but yeah, it'll be fine. I think. If not, we'll figure it out. Integrated dynamics, I need my portable logic programmer again. And let's go ahead and erase this one. so I can show you how to make it. This one's going to be a list. And the only thing we need to add to the list, we click that little plus. I don't think I can drag it over. No, I need to have some. Well, that's easy. It's plenty in the system. Got 28,000 living rock now. I don't need to keep this running even, really. I probably will, because why not? All right, so come in here, list, add an item to the list, make it living rock, and set it to the variable. This is a list of 1. I can add other things to it later if we want, and that is this one, the red, because it's got a red outline, living rock. But we want to go in here and say blacklist. That means it will pick up anything except living rock. Because the last thing this thing drops, it doesn't have to be the last thing. This one doesn't matter about the order, because the runic altar can't pick up living rock, but one has to be sitting on top of it for it to run, for it to actually function. And this one's just going to drop everything, but I will come up here to the pickup delay and make it pretty long. Let's see. 200, that's 10 seconds. 1,000 will be almost a minute. Let's try that. Don't need to, I can set the lifespan higher too. That way the living rock never despawns. In case something happens and it's not got enough mana or something, but it should be fine. So this will drop all the ingredients. Most of them will get immediately picked up by the runic altar. The living rock will sit on top, but it won't despawn anytime soon. And I won't be able to pick it up at all, even if I come up close. And then this thing, but this thing will be able to pick it up because ignore pickup delay defaults to true. So it ignores that delay and it can pick it up. But it won't pick it up because it's living rock and it's been told no living rock allowed. If for some reason I ever need to come in here and clear it out and I can't pick up that living rock, instead of waiting for 5 minutes for it to clear, I can just switch this to a regular, put a blank card up here and take this one out, and then it'll pick it up. All right. See, I've got some extra parts, but I don't think I need them. I think what it was I had a second one connected to the pattern provider on a different channel for this one to export to. I don't think I need to do that. I think we're fine like this. The only other thing this now needs is mana. If I stand over here and place this, it's now aimed at the runic altar. Yes. I could use the wand, but then it won't be level. I just sort of like placing them when I can. And that's going to need some mana to pull from. And that will be our next piece of build. I wonder if the barrel was what I was doing. Oh, that's what I did. But I don't think I need to. I think the pattern provider outputting to a barrel, and then the barrel feeding the shower head here. But I think it can feed the shower head directly. We'll give it a try. I think it can. All right, so to power it, we're going to need a mana pool, and we're going to need to get some mana into it. Now, all our mana production is in that hyperbox over there. We could pipe things. These ports, these exit points, are also capable of pushing items through like hoppers. Pipes generally don't seem to like them, though. Hoppers are okay, but that's a bit slow. And we got other means to move items. So we're going to use that same ender drawer. And I'm going to grab some stone here. Actually, I can use this piece of living rock because I think, yeah, that's where I want it. Right there. And take that back. And break that. So this is the same ender drawer linked to the one in the hypercube. This is the one that's getting the full mana tablets. So now we want to access those. Oh, nope, stop. Stop. I feel like I'm playing Twilight Forest now. Taking out the Lich. Or the MCP. There we go. Is that all of them? I thought it was more than 27. Some fall down below? No. Okay, I don't want those to connect. So that wasn't where I had it. I had it over here. Yeah, this is where I had it. Okay, and this is the item exporter, and wasn't I using a brass funnel? Pretty sure I was using a brass funnel, but I don't have it here. Ah, there it is. Well, no, that one's for this. Wow. That one's for this one. Get back in there. What else did it give me? I don't know. I need another brass funnel. It's probably that one, because I think I only made as many as I need. Okay, and this one's going to have an export. Before I do that, I better configure it. Give me my wrench. So it's an output and exactly 1. Okay. And I want to put a magnet underneath. Demagnet underneath. All right. And then as soon as I place this and activate it, for which I need a card, it drops a mana tablet in. And this pool should be set up. Yeah, okay, it's set to drain from the mana, and you can see it filling up the pool there. All right, next we need to suck up the empty. So I sucked it up. Let's disable this for the moment. And just temporarily refill this one while I work on the rest. We're going to have an item sucker-upper right there. And we only want it to take full mana tablets. So I've already programmed this one. I did it in list mode again, just in case I want to add something else, but right now it's just full mana tablets. Pick up item entities, that's good. And I will place that there. This is the same one that is above the flower pool. So I can toss an empty one in there. That should be getting filled. And it will get one of these. That should now be working. Yeah. That should be working. So I think we can reverse this again. So now that's outputting and filling the pool. And when it's, sorry, this thing's programmed with empty mana tablets, not full ones. Only when they're empty will it pick them up. Should be able to see that as long as it finishes draining this one before it fills the pool. Still going up. Ah, it worked. It finished emptying out the tablet and it sucked it up and sent it back to be refilled in the other hypercube. And after a little bit, we should see that number go back up again. So now we've got mana here from the hypercube. And we can set this up. I may actually switch this drawer for just another dock, because there really isn't any reason why it should be one of these drawers, and I don't want to accidentally lose the contents again. So I may switch to another dock on its own frequency that will have the full mana tablets in it. Could probably hold a lot more too. So one that outputs, yeah, and then one for input. Don't even know why I had that hole there. I think I had those two on the same network again, but really they shouldn't need to be. They're completely separate things. You know, I think if we just put some patterns into here, oh, it got a bunch of those somehow. There we go. Oh, they must have fallen into that chamber. So let's go ahead and use... Oh, there's all the patterns. That's what that is. This has got the decorations. No. This one has the decorations. Okay, here we go. Let's get all this down here. So first, I want to cover up that bit of cable with some grass. And then these are the facades. So we'll do the same sort of facades we had before. There we go. And some green concrete to fill in those gaps. Should probably need some more now that I don't have as many of the pipe segments. There we go. And now I just want to close it all in with glass. So when things are finished on this, they tend to pop. I want to keep them in that space. So we will do this. Have some glass. Oh, I wasn't using clear glass at the bottom. How'd that go away? It probably got picked up. Clear gas. I had some green glass here. That was the wrong one. This is the one I want. And then that, and that. So the lower level is green and the upper level is clear. That's what I wanted. There we go. And then over here, I'll use some of these framing boards to lock it in. And that can all be green. And it's got the same breaking effect because we're in that corner. All right. That should now be protected. Could add some lighting effects here. Why not? Oh. There we go. Now it's a bit of industrial machinery that makes runes. And all the rune patterns are over here. We've got all 4 of the elements, earth, water, air, and fire. We've got the 4 seasons. We've got the mana, and then all the 7 sins. So let's gather those all up. And we'll take them down and place them in the pattern provider. And we just need to hook it up to the network. I'll fill in that hole. Get a lime bit of cable. And there we go. It should now be online and ready for crafting. So let's ask for some runes. I already was testing and made a lot, but let's see, I don't have any runes of mana. Let's make 4 of those. Oh, I need some mana pearls. I haven't made a contraption, let's go on the top, to make the mana objects yet. It's a bit noisy in here. That won't be in this episode because I still have to design them. Let's get more than that. Let's get a whole stack. That pool is too empty. There we go. Toss those in the system. Now I should be able to make them. All right. Rune. These 4. Go. Oh, did I make the pattern? Oh, I forgot to quickly, yeah, lock crafting until you get the results. Nothing happened to. Let's cancel that. Make sure all the wiring is right. Yeah, it's got 1 channel, which is the pattern provider. Maybe I do need to have 2 different channels. Or maybe I have to do the chest. Let's go ahead and switch it to be over here. And get the barrel that I had. Oh, where did I put it? Don't want to use that one. Didn't I have another barrel? Let's just get some lime dye here. Keep them all looking the same. All right, so that will output into there. And then I do want it on a different channel coming back. So we'll go back to the way it originally was designed. This sort of thing happens. So that will now be on a different channel. That will be on 1. And the sucky-uppy part right here will also be channel 1. All right. Let's give it a try. Runes. I did make 1 mana rune. No, it's Lust. I don't see the mana rune. Yeah, there it is. I'm not blind. Craftables, all craftables. Are these offline now? Oh, yeah, it's offline. I was seeing all the others just because I have some of those. All right, back to this. Rune, there we go. Start. That needs to only do one. I moved it and then I didn't fix this. So let me I can see I can't pick those up, and I won't be able to pick them up for 5 minutes. But if I place a blank card in there, the system will pick them up. But it's not honoring the channel. Oh, because that one doesn't have a channel. So I need to put it in there and set it to channel 1. There, okay. Now it's been picked up and sent into the system. So is the glass. So let me get that back. I want the clear lime and the clear glass. Cancel the previous order. All right, I think we're ready. Toss that stuff back in the system. Yes. All right. Rune. Magic 4. Start. There it goes. And it's beaming in the mana. Really close range, so it's nice and fast. And it's working. Now I should, in theory, be able to queue up like a bunch of these. 4 is the limit, so that's how many crafting systems I've got in my cube. I might want to add some more in there. That was a mana. That's a mana. I think this is the last one of the mana 4 that I asked. Now it should do the lust, I think. There it goes. You can see why I did the corners there, so it looks like it's going around in the carousel. Now see, when the runes are used in the crafting recipe in that one failed. That's interesting. It did both at the same time. That should not have been possible. It locks until primary crafting result is returned. I wonder if that doesn't lock between different crafting units. It only works for multiples of a single craft. Well, we can do this. We can put it in blocking mode. That way it won't put anything into here if there's something else. So if one recipe is still waiting to be dropped, it won't push out another. Problem is, it might still, as soon as the last item is dropped, it might push the next recipe in, which would mess up the first one. That's why this, it should not have sent another recipe until the results of the first one were received. So I don't know how this happened. Sand. Oh, yeah, sand must have been one of the ingredients to the recipe. So cancel that one. I was only ordering one of that one. It seems like the third order I made, because I made 4 of the mana runes and then 1 of 3 of the different lusts, and that one was said it was finished even though the ingredients were still on the table. It's like it thought it had received the result, which is why it dropped the output for the next one. Don't know why it thought that. I may have to test to see what caused it, but I won't do that on camera. Generally, you're not crafting them one after another like that, but it should work. It should work. It was working. I did a lot of testing. I made a spark. I'm going to put the spark on the mana pool. You can just see it up there, because we need that for the next build. So now that we've made all the runes we need, we can make the terrestrial agglomeration plate, which requires fire, air, mana, earth, and water. Some blocks of lapis, block of mana steel, you get this guy. And for it, you need some living rock and some lapis. In a pattern like so, and then the plate goes in the middle. And then you stick another spark on top of it, and it will pull its mana from that pool through the sparks. And now we're going to automate this guy. And you probably know the drill now and how this is going to work. The difference is I'm going to build it sort of like that. This thing is going to extend out over the platform, and that will still let it run. It doesn't have to be clear. But I want it close enough so I can pick up the results. And now this one really doesn't need to be automated. All I need to do is make a couple of terrasteel. 4. I need to make 4 terrasteel, then I can make the seeds. And spoiler alert, I already have. So there aren't a lot of recipes for the agglomeration plate. You can make a bee, you can make a mana cell housing, but you can't do that until you get Gaia spirits. And you make terrasteel, and that is all you can do with it. But I'm still going to make the automation because there is an upgrade to this, and we can just swap it out for this one, because the upgrade can do all the things this one can do, I think. If not, we can make another one, I suppose. All right, so I do have a terrasteel ingot variable card here, so this thing is only going to pick up terrasteel. White corners, white line, pick up item. This is an item card. Up here, I'm going to drop everything. The pickup is going to be channel 1. And I guess we'll set this one so that it has a no pickup. And we'll do it another 5-minute delay. Or 500 seconds. 50 seconds. 1 minute. A little less than a minute. 50-second delay. Alright, we can break that. Now we can go down below to finish it up. This is going to have to get the ingredients from the network, and I'm missing a piece. I need one of these. And I'll just place it there and then place the barrel here. Oh, no, I won't do that. Extend this down a little bit farther. Excuse me. On the back side, place a barrel. Get one more of these. And that will go on, oh, not that side, that side. That will be the pattern provider. Pattern provider there. One more bit of cable here. So this will be channel 1. So that's the return path. This will push into the barrel, which will then go up and get dropped. So the same sort of thing we did over here. That looks like it's right. And then we can go ahead and put this Terra Steel pattern, which is 1 mana steel ingot, 1 mana pearl, 1 mana diamond. All right. I did that a little differently, so I've got some other miscellaneous parts. This brass funnel was the one from over there, I guess. All right, so I don't need that anymore. Don't need the living rock. These can go away, and that can go away. All right. That should now work. Let me check the settings on the pattern provider. We want the same thing. We want a locking return, and we'll do blocking mode just in case. All right, so Terra Steel, I've got 86,000, but let's go ahead and make 2. Make 3. Just now, 2's good. All right, and start. That picked them up, and it should not have. So it's set to only... Well, we can turn off the ignore. It's not set to blacklist. That is only Terra Steel ingot. I don't know how it picked up anything else. For some reason, since the upgrade, I did update the pack between when I set these up originally yesterday and today. And I don't know, Integrated Dynamics is not doing what it should. It should not have been able to pick up anything except Terra Steel ingots. Oh, I just got some. I know what happened in the editing me here. Hi. I didn't put a demagnetizer underneath it. So my magnet pulled them to me. They were floating at my feet, but I couldn't pick them up because of the 50-second no pickup rule applied by the showerhead that dropped them. So they were just sitting down there, and eventually that timer ran out and I could pick them up, and that's where they came from. So I just need a demagnetizer under it, and then I wouldn't be yanking them off the agglomeration plate. All right, well, if I put them back in the drawer down here, they should get dropped again. All right, now that's correct. Whoop. And you can see the spark is pulling mana from the mana pool. And it hasn't dropped a new... Wow, everything is just not working right. Oh, that's missing its card. That's why. Integrated dynamic card. Export all items. There. Now it's got a mana tablet. That should keep it full. I think it's fast enough to keep up with the needs for this if it's running for a while. Yeah, it's going up even while the agglomeration plate is running. I think it's going up. I guess it was just holding its own. Now it's going up. But holding its own is good enough. All right, so now we can just decorate that one. And we are done. I might want to put a... Let's see, go down. Just so I don't pick things up from it again. Let's give it the same demagnetization treatment. And these are facades, so we'll do the green facades around all of that. And I think what I'll do is on the inside, I'll place these on the sides. And then from the front, I mean on the outside, I can't do it on the inside as well because then they'd both be in the same block. I don't want to do it on the outside over here because then it'll erase the vines. And there's plenty of room here on the back to do it on the outside. Oh, I picked up the tablet. And then up top here, I will place like this. I wish these had their connected texture on the frame blocks. Some blocks do, some blocks don't. Here, you know, see this side, it's clear. But here you can see the dividers in between. I guess the back side it's connected, not the front. So it's sort of working, but not in a way that it's right. It should be working on both sides. All right, that one is done. Put away all this. And now I've got this slightly used tablet. I will just put it in this dank and it will go through and get completely filled up. And that is it. That chest is empty. This chest doesn't have anything else in it I need. Oh, and my magnet can be on in this room because of those demagnetizings. Everything will work with the magnet on. If I get too close to that, I'll pick up the tablet. But aside from that, you can walk around in here. Even this one, because it's got a much bigger box, you can see it still cracking. The ghost cracks. There's a crack in my wall. 2 parts of Minecraft that should never have touched. Yeah, I think this is good. Put the last of this away. He's going in. Backpack. So we've got the Petal Apothecary. We've got the daisies. We've got mana running like crazy in here. We've got the runic altar, and we've got the agglomeration plate. I can't think of much else that we need to do with basic automation. Oh, I do need to automate making mana steel, mana. Well, I don't need to do mana steel. Just mana diamonds and mana pearls. I'll probably build something for that over here. But I think you know what it would look like. Use integrator dynamics. I'll have a shower head. It will probably set it to not despawn. So if it takes a while for the mana to load, it'll be good. It won't despawn. I might mix it. I wonder if I can mix it with a mana dropper so it also has its own source of mana from tablets. Because at the moment I can't transfer from one pool to another without using a spreader. Those are a bit slow. I'd like to use sparks, but to do spark to spark anywhere except the agglomeration plate needs some additional materials we don't have yet. The agglomeration plate is a little weird in how it uses sparks. It's unique in that it can pull from a mana pool with a spark without either one being dominant or recessive. And then we got to make the portal to Alfheim. So I will do those in the next episode. I guess this has been probably 3 episodes since I started recording a little like 2.5 hours ago. I will have to, it'll be editing me's problem to try and work it all out. At least I think I did the exit and intro between the last episode and this one. So I guess this was 3 episodes of Botania. I will wait and do some other things before I finish. Because we need to do, like I said, mana diamond, mana pearl. I can do those manually for now, so we're set. Just got to do the portal. Maybe I should just go ahead and do the portal right now. Get it out of the way. Just do it manually. It doesn't have to be automated. Botania, the core, got the terra steel. We can make it. There's the core. We need some glimmer wood. Doesn't matter which is this one, I think. And then 3 of these. And then living wood logs. I guess that one will go here. So the core at the bottom. There and there. And there. Like that. Now I need 2 mana pylons of the right type, which I think is Natura. So 2 of those. Upgrade them. Need 2 mana pools. Got a couple extras. All right, now we just need some mana. And look, we've got some. Turn off my magnet as we drop these in manually. There we go. And we just need the wand. And we'll get some materials to toss through. We'll get 2 mana steel stacks, a stack of that, and a stack of the pearls. And this side looks empty. Or, yeah, they're empty. And now we just whack it with the wand. There we go. All right. And then we just toss in. You get, for every 2 mana steel, you get 1 elementium. So 2 stacks gets me 1. A stack of that will give me a stack of those. And this can be automated just by routing an item dropper or shower head at the wall here, and a magnet, or we'll probably just use a item collector because they sort of come out wherever. And there we go. We got those materials. And I'm going to toss these back in to refill. That only will use mana from the pools for converting these materials. I used a bit to open it up, but not too much. I used just like an 1/8 to open it and a little tiny bit to convert all those items. That'll last for a while. Eventually we'll have sparks. We can pipe from that pool to there. All right, we got these. With these, what was... can do the Gaia pylons now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's right. We need to do Alf Steel. All right, so this is where we need the upgrade. And I need a rune of Asgard. We're on a Bifrost. That's right, it's not part of Botania itself. It is another mod. So it needs air, autumn, pride, that, netherite ingot, living rock. All right, we can do that. Make that pattern. Switch to the pattern provider remote. There we go. Add that. Now we should be able to toss this in and request this new rune. Like, I don't have to go anywhere else. I can do it all through the remote. Unless something's jammed. Is there a problem? Crafting is locked. All right, looks like it got stuck in locked mode again. I don't like using the locked mode because it gets stuck in it for some reason. I'll check if there's something wrong with my system and catch you up in the next episode if I did do something wrong. All right, so there's that. So what was I doing with it? Oh yeah, the new, is it an agglomeration? No, it's elf steel. Mana-infuser. We have everything except the centerpiece, which is glimmering dreamwood. Ah, yes, I need to do dreamwood. We need to toss living wood through the portal. So let's do that. I need to make it glimmering. Oh, but need to convert it to that form. Glimmering. Agglomeration plate. There we go. And this needs a setup of... Okay, I looked it up. This is shimmer rock. Shimmer rock. It was Bifrost. It was because Bifrost acts as a glass. There was just too many crafting recipes to find it. So I was on the right track. All right. All right, so what I need to do, Bifrost again. This time I'm going to use it myself to make Bifrost block from mana glass. I need to make some mana glass. I guess I can do it right here. Get some glass. Guess I'll get a whole stack. And I missed. All right, good enough. And then that. Isn't that right? Bifrost block. Does it have to be in those slots? Ah, needs elf glass. So gotta throw it through here first. So let's get 16. All right. So now that, with this, gets you Bifrost blocks. All right. And then that with living rock, just do half, gets you shimmer rock. All right. I can get some gold blocks. And we should have what we need. Let's do it from below. Whoop. All right, that is converted over. Now, I should be able to make the new material. Well, no, I need to do one more thing. I need to make a dominant spark augment, which I've got the materials to do now. I also want to make a recessive spark augment. There we go. And just 2 more sparks. So I'm going to put spark in either of these pools, and this spark is going to get the recessive. And you can see it's now feeding those 2. And this one, oh, I lost its spark. Wonder where its spark went. Spark, oh, I got it right here, recipe. So put a spark on it and give it the dominant. And I'll put these 2 mana tablets I picked up away. Yeah, these are now full again. That is just, I love that. All right, and now I should be able to program the ALF steel recipe. So let's go over here and say ALF steel agglomeration plate recipe. And it didn't need to close. Just go over to the patterns, find the one with the terrace steel, there it is, and toss that in. I should now be able to make ALF steel. Let's see if the pool can keep up with the mana needs. Oh, it's even pulling from those pools. All right, well, that's good. That acts like a buffer. Let's grab another tablet. It's going down. So you can't make a lot of this stuff with this setup. It just isn't draining from the tablet fast enough to keep up, even with it pulling from these 2 pools as well. Well, I guess the tablet is also charging these pools, because I see it going in both directions. So that used the better part of that pool. Oh, I need to teach that guy. Take his card out. Get my logic programmer. And well, I don't need Terra Steel anymore, so I won't even program it for that. List. So instead of a, oh no, it's not a list. I'm using the item. So instead of the Terra Steel item, we now have an ALF Steel item. And that goes there. So now if everything's full back up again, yep. ALF Steel, make another one. I don't think I need another one, but I just want to test to make sure. Meantime, I will convert this to nuggets and use it to upgrade. Oh, those. Oh, because the ALF Steel didn't get picked up by the pattern provider, I picked it up manually. It's going to be in the stuck state, so we'll cycle it through here. And that should jar it loose. There it goes. Now when it picks up, it'll clear that state correctly. So it's interesting how that pool is loading those 2. I guess it's because yeah, it doesn't seem to be pulling from the tablet pool. It's hard to tell because it's sort of going through. No, it's I think it's pulling from the tablet pool too. It's sort of in line with that pool. There, auto crafting complete. It worked. Nice. So now I can do the boss battle, the Gaia battle. For that, I'm going to have to build someplace to do it. I just need these and some iron blocks. Don't have any iron blocks. There we go. And that will be for another time. I have been going for almost 3 hours. Happy 4th of July, belatedly for everybody, because I'm going to need to edit this. That's it. This is Nonsanity signing out. Take care, be good, and see you next time.